Okay, we're talking to Benjamin Higgins. Hi, good morning, Benjamin.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
And you have this, you're involved in this really cool project called Civic Voices. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I was actually brought in as a technology consultant to work with the American Federation of Teachers on a project called Civic Voices. And you can access their website at civicvoices.org.
And what is Civic Voices?
Civic Voices is an international memory bank. And what it does is it engages students in the process of going out into the community to find human rights activists or civic leaders and to do oral histories with them so that they can share those with people throughout the globe.
Well, that's awesome. And so what kind of response have you gotten? How many people are on this? Quite frankly, I've never heard of it before. And so
we currently have 8 countries involved.
8 countries, okay.
From around the world. And we bring in teachers for different professional development opportunities, both globally as well as just here in the States.
Right.
For instance, we'll take them to Birmingham, Alabama, to the Civil Rights Museum, and we'll go through the program in hopes that they'll go home and use this project with their students.
And so what grade levels is it open to? Is it open to any grade level? Is it high school?
I would probably say that middle school, high school kids would be, pretty.
And so how does it work? What do students do?
Basically, what they would do is they would pick a civic principal. They would find a community member. They would research what that person did, so have some background knowledge,
Right.
come up with a script, and sit down and do anywhere from a 20-minute to an hour-long interview.
Kind of like we're doing here.
Yeah.
So, you're my Civic Voices.
My students, we did an interview with 2 Burmese refugees and one who lived on the compound with Aung San, the Nobel Peace Prize winner,
Right.
who was on house arrest. And to have that experience is just phenomenal.
That's
amazing.
awesome. So you were telling me yesterday that let's go to the website now. Where is the website? How would they get there?
They would just type in civicvoices.org.
Okay.
And they could bring up the memory bank. They can select a country, and then from the country, they can select, one of the principles here. So if we go into the narratives.
So we need more content here, don't we?
Accountability. Well, there's hundreds more that are being populated into this.
Okay.
Part of the process is they actually do transcripts as well. So the transcripts are typed out, which is,
Takes a while, yeah.
it could take a little while, but it's very rewarding for the kids.
And so you were saying that you had actually won an award for this? Is that?
Not for this particular site. We partnered off to work for the Department of Education to come up with a project to teach nonviolent strategies for change. Is one of it.
Kind of like the Wall Street people are doing right now, yeah?
Yeah, and this one is actually, in my opinion, a little bit more user-friendly.
Okay.
So they can go into a strategy for change, come down and say, you know what, I'm an arts teacher. I want to do something, with the arts.
Oh, that's awesome.
They can pull up, so we have resource questions here for them. We have interviews, both in text, and they're just little excerpts of the original. They can click and play them. There's also a worksheet that goes along with them. So
is the text on the right? Is that that's the?
This is the actual text from that portion of the clip. So if I can.
So how do kids go out and find the people to become part of this program? How do they do that?
Oh, we have extraordinary people that live in our communities that are kind of those unsung heroes. And a lot of times you might hear names like Nelson Mandela or Desmond Tutu. And you don't really think, there's this guy, Carl Wilkins, who was the only Westerner to stay in Rwanda during the genocide. That's a guy I want to talk to.
Right.
They live among us.
Yeah, and actually, it's kind of interesting is that we have like a whole generation of people that we're getting old, long in the tooth in the United States,
Sure.
And so we want to save those stories before they die.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
That's great. So so let's go back real quick. What do we got right
So
here?
this is this goes along with one of the strategies, and here are 3 gentlemen. Easy printout for a teacher to hand out to the kids. They can hit the website and do a comparative analysis on how are they alike, how are they different, what did they do in that boycott process. Was it all peaceful? Was there some violence?
So this is great for social studies, history. This is a really now, of course, everybody's going to say, okay, how does this improve our test scores? What is it? What would you say to a teacher if they come to you and say, okay, this is all neat and cool, but how do I integrate it into my classroom?
Anytime you can engage the learner, make it personal, their test scores are going to improve.
I agree. That's good. Okay, thanks again for talking to us, Benjamin. And again, what's the website that they can go to?
This Civic Voices for Peace.org
Okay.
is the 9/11 website, or civicvoices.org is the other one.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you talking to us this morning.